Welcome. Before we begin the ceremony, could I kindly remind you all to switch off your mobile phones or to place them on silent mode. We also ask you to remain in your seats during the ceremony to ensure that those watching us via live streaming can really enjoy the ceremony themselves. Thank you. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce Professor Stef de Jong and to invite him to the lectern. Thank you.
Hello. My name, for some of you may already know, is de Jong, Stef de Jong. I'm the Academic Dean of EU Business School here in Switzerland. Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, parents, family, friends, and there may be a third F somewhere, and the class of 2025. Welcome to the EU Business School 2025 commencement ceremony. Today is for you, the students who have arrived at one of the most important events of your lives. Your success in getting here is a significant achievement. Many of you have distinguished records in academia and service to the community and to the institution that you did during your time at EU Business School. All of you are being congratulated. We also congratulate the parents, the husbands, the wives, the partners, families, friends, etc., of our graduating students for assisting them to meet their goals. So let me welcome Luc Crane, who is our Managing Director, and he will address you the opening address.
Dear graduates, esteemed family members, distinguished guests, it's with pleasure and honor that I welcome you to the EU Business School 2025 commencement ceremony. First of all, congratulations to the class of 2025. You made it! Today is your moment. A day to celebrate your resilience, commitment, and dedication. A day to mark the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Today, you stand at the edge of your future, ready not just to participate in the world, but to transform it. The education you have received here has equipped you with the knowledge, skills, and value to navigate the complexities of the modern business landscape. But beyond all that, you now carry something even more powerful, the potential to lead. Leadership is not about holding a position of authority. It's about setting an example, inspiring others, and making a positive impact. It's about having the courage to innovate, the wisdom to listen, and the determination to persevere. It's about having a vision for a better future and the resilience to turn that vision into reality. We are living in a time of radical disruption, where AI, quantum computing, blockchain, decentralization, and climate technology are no longer buzzwords. They are building blocks of our new reality. We're experiencing not just a digital transformation, but a social one. Technology reshapes the way how we work, we think, and we build our future. But remember this, technology is a tool. The how matters, but the why and who matter more. And that's where you come in. You're the most tech-savvy, globally aware, and socially conscious generation we have ever seen. You're equipped to do more than just navigate this world. You're prepared to reimagine it. You understand that business is not just about profit margins and quarterly results. It's a platform, one that can be used to champion equality, respect, sustainability, diversity, and well-being. In these uncertain times, let me offer you 6 timeless and simple principles. The first one, share. Success is richer when it's shared. Share knowledge, time, recognition, and moments of joy. Play fair. Act with honesty and integrity. Your reputation will be your most valuable currency. Say thank you. Gratitude is not a small gesture. It's a powerful form of leadership. Number 4, clean up behind you. Leave people, places, and relationships better than you found them. It's a small world, especially here in Switzerland. Hold hands and stick together. Build community. Nurture your network. Stay connected with your peers and your alma mater. None of us succeeds alone. It's about building connections, collaborating with others, and empowering those around you. Seek out mentors and be mentored to others. Surround yourself with diverse perspectives and be open to new ideas. And finally, ask questions. Be curious and never stop learning. Approach challenges with a solution-oriented mindset. And above all, lead with integrity and compassion. Class of 2025, as you forge ahead, never lose sight of the profound impact your actions can have on the lives of individuals, communities, and the world at large. Today is a testament to your resilience, tenacity, and adaptability in the face of adversity. You have conquered challenges and emerged stronger. Your thirst for success, your multicultural mindset, and your creativity have prepared you to reshape the world in unprecedented ways. Throughout your academic journey, you have had the privilege of learning alongside peers from diverse backgrounds, gaining new perspective, acquiring essential tools and skills, and fostering deep respect and understanding for different cultures. Carry these invaluable lessons with you as you venture into the world, embracing an open mindset that values diversity and cherishes global citizenship. Now allow me to share some words of gratitude. First to you, the class of 2025. Thank you. Thank you for believing in EU Business School. Thank you for your trust and generosity. And thank you for the moments of fun and excellence you brought to us. I would like to give a big thank you to our faculty members, and please give them a big round of applause as well. Thank you. Dear faculty members, your guidance and mentorship have played a pivotal role in the growth of our students. Through your dedication, you have empowered them to realize their full potential and emerge as the accomplished professionals we witness today. And finally, I'd also like to give a big round of applause to our staff, who has been along and supporting you along your studies. To all the staff at EU, your support and commitment have made a significant difference in the lives of our students. Your efforts to create a welcoming and nurturing environment have helped them feel at home and foster a sense of belonging. Class of 2025, we're really proud of you and we can't wait what's coming next. I wish you a bon voyage, as they say in French, and good luck for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Crane, for leading us in this enterprise. One of my students some years ago was Marina, and as I remember probably each of you, I remember her, and she was already in the sector of luxury. Today, Marina is the global head of public relations at Chopard, which is one of the big luxury brands in Geneva. And she now accumulates about 2 decades of experience in luxury communication. And she's also the alumni chapter leader for Switzerland. And I welcome Mrs. Marina Green to come and speak to you to tell that there is life after EU Business School.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is a true honor to be here with you today. To the graduating class of EU Business School, to all the professors, family members, and everyone who has supported you, congratulations. Dear students, you have just completed something truly intense, transformative, and meaningful. And you did it. Well done. 15 years ago, I was in a spot just like you are now. I had just finished my master's degree at this very school. I was full of ambition, a bit nervous, and really eager to prove myself. I still remember sitting in Professor Steph de Jong's classes. His lectures left a lasting impression on me, and the advice he gave me stayed through all these years. Luke Crane was already a key figure here, and he gave many of us a sense of confidence and direction. EU Business School did not just give me a business education, it helped me understand what I was good at, what I was not, and what truly mattered to me. More importantly, it gave me a global lens. I met classmates from every corner of the world, learned about their cultures, and realized how powerful diversity can be in shaping the way we think and we lead. Back then, I chose the Geneva campus because I had fallen in love with Switzerland. There was something about that country, its beauty, its culture, its balance, that resonated very deeply in me. And I chose a career in luxury marketing with a focus in watches and jewelry, and I've been very lucky to turn that passion into my job. Along the way, I've met many great people that taught me a lot, and I've had the chance to work with great artisans and artists whose creations represent passion, tradition, and incredible Swiss craftsmanship. If there is one thing I can tell you from the other side of this journey, it's this: your real education is just beginning. The degree you've earned today is something to be proud of. It reflects hard work, sleepless nights, those group projects that tested your patience, and professors who challenged you, challenged the way you think. But what lies ahead will demand something more. It will ask not just what you know, but who you are. There will be successes, but there will also be failures, and this is completely normal. We all go through that. Some projects will not work out, some jobs will not feel right, and there will be times when you will doubt yourself. But what really matters is not avoiding failure, but learning how to get back up. It is smart to have a plan B, but do not give up on your plan A just because things get tough. And do not chase what is popular. Find what you are good at and what you love. And sometimes you'll know it right away, but more often it will take time. So don't stress if your first job is not perfect, and don't be discouraged if your dream job does not feel that dreamy every single day. This is a long journey, and the path is rarely a straight line. Today, I'm very proud to work in Geneva for Chopard, one of the very rare independent family luxury houses. And even now, I'm still learning. Over the years, I built a career in luxury marketing, launching campaigns, managing international teams, and eventually turning to where it all began. A few years ago, I had the privilege to come back and teach luxury marketing here at EU Business School. And being back in that room reminded me how it all started. What makes EU Business School so special is its global heart. You are now part of a truly international community, one that values curiosity, resilience, and collaboration. Carry that with you. Let it shape how you lead, how you solve problems, and how you see the world. Today, I also have the privilege of representing the EU Business School Alumni Association, and I truly look forward to staying connected with you, because this isn't just a network, it is your resource, a place for support, for inspiration, and growth throughout your career. Dear graduates, congratulations. I am so proud to share this moment with you. Enjoy this day.
Thank you very much for these words. Geneva is about private banking. It's about trading, it's about global business, and it's about diplomacy. And we had the idea to put those communities better in contact, and that's how we designed, together with Mazin, the program that we offer now with UNITAR. And we also discovered in UNITAR that global diplomacy task. And Rabbi El-Haddad is the director of the division of the multilateral diplomacy at UNITAR, the United Nations Institute for Training and Research. And he is the most competent person to talk to you about this mission. Mr. El-Haddad, where you're there. Okay. The floor is yours.
It's such a pleasure to be with you and to be with a room that's full of so much positive energy. Thank you very much for the invitation. This is my first invitation to speak on a graduation ceremony. Usually I'm invited to speak in the field of diplomacy, and I don't believe in coincidence. I really believe that this is meant to be, because I missed the first three, not the first one, all of my graduation ceremonies. I had 3 in my life, and I missed them. And I think here there is a message. Maybe I deserve to graduate with you at the end, and if there is a possibility for that, I'm willing to go through that, process. So I prepared for you 9 lessons. Yesterday I sat down behind my desk and I made sure to prepare what are the 9 lessons that I can share with you, because what distinguishes you from diplomats, you are at the start of your career. You are going to go through a lot of beautiful moments and challenges. Number 1, love. It's very important. Make sure that you love your job and that you project love and passion in whatever you do at the workplace. Don't distinguish between the workplace and your personal life. This is the secret for outperformance and to achieving your potential. And if you are passionate and if you do your job with love, people around you will feel that, and they will try to adhere to that, and they will feel your positive energy. And all of this will overspill and will pave the way for your blossoming and also for your self-actualization as human beings. I'm sure you learned about Maslow's hierarchy. You have to get there through love. So we, as also human beings, are going to be in a work environment. We are attracted to success. So embody this success by loving your work. Your love for your work will reflect itself in the performance also of your team. And you will soon start having people coming in your direction saying, hey, I would like to work with you. I received such a request last week on LinkedIn. Someone sent me a message telling me, Rabbi, we don't know each other. I have a feeling that you love your job and I would like to work with you. Can I come to Geneva and meet you? Okay? This will happen to you if you are really passionate and you do the right thing and you do it right. Number 2, challenges. Not all work environments are easy, and you will face challenges. You already have challenges in your personal life, I'm sure. Life is a big mystery that we are all trying to solve, right? And challenges and securities, fears are all part of that game that we need to accept and cherish. I use the word cherish. So in the first 16 years of my life, I lived in a war-torn country, Lebanon. Of course, the temptation was high to find refuge and positioning myself as a victim. But I didn't do that. Actually, the war was the best thing ever in my life because it taught me something. It gives you a psychological bulletproof vest. Whatever happens in your professional life, you have the distance to put it in its place, okay? So then I realized the difficulties and pain are there to provide us with this bulletproof vest, okay? And to those here who understand the language of the digital world, Fortnite and Roblox contain the skin. This is what it will provide you. It's the equivalent of the skin that will protect you in the game, So, a very senior friend of mine who is no longer now with us, who worked in the UN, told me one day, Rabbi, if you wake up one day and you are bitter and complaining about your work and about coming to work and everything, you're seeing life in a negative way, the problem is not your job. The problem is you. Okay? This rock that is in the middle of the ocean is not going to change. It will always be there. You have to maneuver your boat, and you have to find a way, to arrive to the whatever objective and port you are seeking, because the rock will always be there. And if you focus on the rock, you're going to sink. Don't focus on the rock. Now, number 3, advice of a friend. Before coming here today, also, I called a friend of mine. She is, for me, the embodiment of success on a personal and professional level. She has this personality that will overwhelm you with positivity. And she also just celebrated her $50 million in business, in private business. So I told her, hey, I'm going to be here in this beautiful room with people who have all their professional life ahead of them. What can I, give them as advice? She said 2, Rabi. The need to focus on your presence and energy. These 2 factors are more valuable than your CV, according to her. Act with intent and certainty. And number 2, your net worth is measured by the value of your inner self. Seek your freedom, purpose, power, and meaningful impact, and the finances will flow. She started from 0. Number 4, decision-making time. You will be bound to make difficult decisions that will impact your personal and professional lives. You will be tempted, of course, and like we are all tempted, to take the easy way. Well, don't do that. Choose the hard way. Choose the path that will help you transcend and forge a personality for yourself, forge character, and it will shape your being. Metamorphosis and transformation do not happen by choosing the easy way. If choosing the easy way was the solution, then the role models, when we give courses on leadership, we speak about the role models, right? Nelson Mandela had to live in solitude for 27 years, and he blossomed when he exited, his prison in solitude. He didn't choose the easy way. So, what do I mean by choosing? Choosing is about telling the truth. You have 2 solutions. Either you decide to tell the truth or not tell the truth at your workplace and in your personal life. Telling the truth, both have a price to pay. You will have the price to pay for both. Not telling the truth will have a bigger price, and for the business people amongst us, they will understand. It's better to go for the lower price. Number 5, developing a vision for yourself and speaking to yourself, In the vision you will be developing for yourself, you have to be able to see yourself and project yourself and visualize yourself in 10 to 20 years from now. You have to focus on the process of becoming and transformation. You have to learn to speak to yourself, okay? And to interiorize these positive dreams, images, and visions that you have for yourself until what is unconscious in you becomes conscious, okay? Number 6, understanding the politics of the organization where you are working. The world is not based on fairness, okay? Especially not in the workplace. And you have to factor that in already. People around you are going to get promoted. Most of the time, sometimes, you will find it's not based on merit. You're going to rebel. You're going to say, well, okay, not based on merit, then based on what? Sometimes it's going to be based on office politics, right? So you have to accept that, and you have to work on yourself to make yourself immune to that, or position yourself at a higher level so that you blossom and you find for yourself a purpose, a mission in life. Number 7, filter. I'm almost there. Bear with me. You will receive a lot of requests for partnerships, and the higher you will go in the hierarchy, the more suddenly you will find people coming in your direction and asking you for help, and they seem so friendly to you, and they want to be your best friends, right? And these are the people I would call some of them as the takers. They are here because they see that you have an aura, that you have success, and they want to be part of the success in one way or another. So what I would recommend that you do is look around you one time per year, do the spring cleaning, ask those people around you who pretend to be, bringing positive elements to your life for a favor. And if they are not there for you or responsive to you, this means that these people don't belong in your surrounding. You have to get rid of them. These are toxic persons. And this you will find increasingly the higher you get in the echelon in your life. So keep these elements and surround yourself with people who bring value to your being and bring value to your person on a personal and professional level. You need to create also for this category of people and your team in the future a democratic space. You must not surround yourself by people who are of the same viewpoint as you. You don't want to enter into a tunnel and have everyone applauding and saying, yes, 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 you are going in the right direction. You want people who contradict you, right, in a very polite way and give you other viewpoints. They will only do that if you are a democratic leader. So create this element. Now, number 8, network. If you are a digital geek living alone in the loft of your parents, then this advice, I am sure, will not apply to you. If your definition of doing business involves interacting with other human beings, then you have to build rapport. You have no way out. Trust and work, and you have to build your reputation. And you have to understand that you have a credibility, and you have a credit for that credibility, and you have to fill it in constantly. Number 9, and I'm almost there. You know, Socrates, know yourself. Socrates one time said, man, know thyself. And I remember I was at the university. I was in your shoes before graduation. And I clashed with my philosophy professor. I told him, I think this is ridiculous. How can you be, how can you know yourself when knowledge is already biased? And I think Socrates is on the wrong path. Okay, but now I know what he meant. What Socrates meant is not know yourself as you exist. You have to know your shadow. You have to know the dark side in you. When I was wearing this, I remember Darth Vader. But you have to know the dark side of you. You have to tame that dark side. You have to channel the energy of that dark side in you, your shadow, into positivity, into your business, whatever work you are going to be doing, okay? You have to tame it. And if you don't do it, people in your surrounding will feel that you are not at peace with yourself. And it will have an impact on your business. So to conclude, go out there, test yourself, challenge yourself, and become the best version of yourself. And remember that every second that is passing right now will never come back. So don't go through life with your eyes closed. This is the only advice I can give you. Thank you.
Thank you for this insight in human values and all this. And you must have noticed that at a certain moment the baby cried. You know what was the topic then? Office politics. So there's people who listen very well to these truths. Our next speaker is Dr. Salvador Estapé-Trier, who is our global dean, because there is an academic spirit somewhere behind EU Business School. It's not just accounting and finance and ethics and things like that. There is something deeper and higher. So our next speaker is our global dean, global academic dean, and where is he hiding? There.
Thank you. Dear graduates, dear families, friends, faculty, and staff, today is a day of celebration. Today is a day of joy, but it's also a day for looking ahead, and looking ahead with courage, because the world awaiting you, the world that you are already stepping into, it's a world that looks nothing like the world that we and your professors entered at your age. We are living in a period of rapid transformation, and this transformation is not just technological. It's a change in mentality, in systems, and also in the very way that we understand knowledge and education. And maybe artificial intelligence may be the clearest symbol of this shift, but it's much more than a symbol. It's a challenge, and it's also an opportunity. I like to quote a Catalan economist from the Columbia University in New York, Xavier Salamartín, who has wrote a very interesting book on the economy of artificial intelligence, and he says that the way that we teach and evaluate has to change. And frankly, I think that he's right. Until now, education has often rewarded those who can memorize, those who can repeat and conform. And it has favored the Polish essay written at home, or the multiple choice test, or the assignment helped by tutors, by parents, older brothers and siblings, and of course, nowadays by ChatGPT. No? But let me be clear, those days are over. Because today, everyone can produce a passable essay in seconds using AI. So now the real question is not what you write. It's whether it's true, whether it makes sense, and whether it's yours. This is the real challenge of education in the 21st century. Not learning to repeat, but learning to think, to ask questions, to analyze, to communicate, to create. And we don't need to fear AI. We need to become stronger because of AI. But to do that, you must learn to use it wisely. And AI can write, but it cannot think. It can speak if it was a human being, but it doesn't know what it's saying. And that's your job. That's where your value lies as a human being. So let me ask you, for instance, a question. What kind of professionals do you want to be in the future? Replaceables or irreplaceable? Irreplaceable, I guess. So we don't need more copy-paste knowledge. We need people who know how to ask better questions, who can see through falsehoods, who can create meaning in a world full of noise, which is why education needs to change, and quickly, I think. And we need maybe fewer assignments done at home and more writing done in classrooms. We need fewer memory-based exams, and we need more debates, more presentations, and more conversations. And we need to assess what really matters, that is your ability to think, not your ability to memorize. Now, you have in your pocket, no? You have here more knowledge than emperors, kings, and queens had in the past in their palaces. But you also have and you face more distractions, more misinformation, and more pressure also to perform. That's why your more powerful assets, although here we are celebrating a degree and your achievement, it's not your degree, it's your mindset. So I ask you to live here with three things. The first is critical mind. Don't believe everything, not from machines, not from the media, and not even from your professors. You have to ask, to challenge, and to verify. Secondly, a smart relation with the technology. Of course, use it as much as possible, but don't be used by it. And third, a commitment to lifelong learning, because what matters is not how much you know, but how willing you are to keep learning. Today, you close a chapter, but the real chapter and the real learning starts now. And if one day a machine gives you a perfect answer, do the most revolutionary thing that you can do, that is think. So a class of 2025, congratulations. Be, of course, curious, be bold, but above all, be free. And thank you very much. And I will also say that if you see me leaving early, it's not for no reason. It's that I have to rush to the airport to take a plane. So again, class of 2025, congratulations.
So these are very wise words, because as you remember, we got the pocket calculator and we survived, and then we got the iPad and we survived, and now we have AI and we will go beyond that. Next stage, we have a few prizes, a few awards to give. First of all, to make sure that we now know how to applaud, because later on we have to applaud for each other. And second of all, because these people merit it. Luc Crane, our managing director, and Professor Johan Tchaikovsky, our campus director, will present the awards to the awardees. Our first award is for leadership, and it will be conferred upon alumna Marina Green, Global Head of Public Relations at Chopin and the EU Alumni Chapter Leader. This award is presented to Mrs. Green in in recognition of her outstanding leadership in global public relations for luxury brands and her dedicated role as a chapter leader. A success story to continue and which should inspire our students for the future. That's the Leadership Award. It seems this is real crystal. Our second award is for entrepreneurship, and it goes to Boris Héritier, CEO and co-founder of TechSup. TechSup is a pioneering startup that transforms textile waste, you may have some, into sustainable design solutions. May I then call Marina Souza, the global head of legal at FIFIS. And FIFIS is bananas, but this is a sustainable grown produce which in its process enriches the life of employees, growers, and communities worldwide. So the corporate social responsibility prize. And last but not least, Mr. Mattia Scolaro, who is the Director of Business Development and Wealth Advisory at Alpian Bank. Alpian Bank is an innovation. The bank democratizes premium banking through digital innovation. Technologically driven, this is wealth management solutions where I think Alpian plays a role that can be awarded. And now it will be your turn, because you've applauded a lot for other people. You can now applaud, I think, 87 times, because you're 88 and you don't applaud for yourself. So we can now begin with the conferring of the degrees on the class of 2025. This symbolizes the admission of each graduate into the company of scholars and the dedication of each recipient to use their knowledge to help build a better and more humane world. The presentation of the candidates for graduation signifies the students' anticipated successful completion of the school's requirements for a degree. Each candidate for graduation will come forward individually. In your commencement program, you'll find a listing of our bachelor's, master's, MBA, and DBA students. These degrees will be presented at the same time as the student is recognized. Students will receive the degree from Mr. Luc Crane, our Managing Director, and Salvador Estapitrier, our Global Dean. And I'll call the candidates by the program, first the bachelor's, then the master's, then the MBA, and finally DBA. And we'll go by specialization and by the alphabet, so don't feel that the order is unjust. I will now read the names of the students graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration. And the first on here is Sami Badzi from Ireland with a GPA of 3.2. You're there. You have to first come up the stairs and then go down the stairs. It's a whole exercise. René Lorenzen from the United States of America with a GPA of 3.8, honors summa cum laude. These little stairs are more dangerous with high heels. Riccardo Perrone from Italy, with a GPA of 2.5. I will now read the names of the students graduating with the Bachelor of Science in Business Finance. Eleonora Atanasova from Bulgaria, GPA of 2.9. Andy Angelov Nedyalkov from Bulgaria with a GPA of 3.2. Now follows the Bachelor of Business Administration and of Science Honors in International Business Management. Ezera Ablayeva from Kazakhstan with a GPA of 3.3. The eminent graduates for the Bachelor of Business Administration, Maxim Batayev from the Russian Federation. Kilian Oscar Broggi from Switzerland. Yolanda Boras Cañadas from Spain. Jack William Eric Falk from Sweden. Frida Fernanda Bayo Hernandez from Mexico. Nikki Kazaruni from Iran. Anwar Mahanan from Spain. Martim Gonçalves Mendes from Portugal. Danis Meskovic from Bosnia-Herzegovina. Sara Riani from Morocco. And Edward Siri from Indonesia. I will now read the names of the eminent graduates for the Bachelor of Arts in International Relations. Oana Maria Bradac from Romania. Mihir Avinash Mahaganonkar from India. And the Bachelor of Arts in Sports Management, Simon Rafael Beck from Poland. And Tatiana Kira Naomi Chen Lakyang from India. I will now read the names of the eminent graduates for Bachelor of Arts in Digital Business, Design and Innovation. Célia Bertrand from France. Nicholas Franke from Germany. Christine Alessandra Jose from the Philippines. Yannick Michel from Switzerland. Pascal Ichiro Rosti from Switzerland. Oriana Paulo Sanchez Zamora from Venezuela. Nick Zisk from Germany. I will now read the names of the eminent graduates for the Bachelor of Science in Business Finance. Safwan Amir from Pakistan. Nayara Del Suco from Mozambique. I will now read the names of the eminent graduates for the Bachelor of Business Administration and the Bachelor of Science Honors in International Business Management. Siwen Bai from China. Nicholas Lidge Fajardo from Colombia. Omar Itani from Lebanon. Giovanna Scuti from Brazil. Feijing Tang from China. I will now read the name of the eminent graduate for the Bachelor of Arts in International Relations and Bachelor of Science in International Business Management. Cynthia Franco from Brazil. I will now read the name of the eminent graduate for the Bachelor of Arts in Sports Management and Bachelor of Science Honours in International Business Management, Rima Al-Bassam from Bahrain. The eminent graduate for the Bachelor of Arts in Digital Business Design and Innovation and Bachelor of Science Honours in International Business Management, Ira Ratnapake from India. Eminent graduates for the Bachelor of Science in Business Finance and the Bachelor of Science Honours in International Business Management, Sofia Chani from Brazil. Fale Mustafa Khan from India. Welisa Prata from Angola. And we can now move on to the masters. I will read the name of the student graduating with a Master in Management, Niven Manfred de Wit from South Africa, with a GPA of 3.7. This is Honours Magna Cum Laude. Master in Innovation and Entrepreneurship, goes to Claudius Dehne from Germany, a GPA of 3.7. Also, honors magna cum laude. The eminent graduate for a Master in Management is Budiman Effendi from Indonesia. I will now read the names of the eminent graduates for the Master in Marketing. Claudio Gabriele D'Angelo from Italy. Malaika Mabuli from South Africa. Cédrine May Wettengel from Switzerland. I will now read the names of the eminent graduates for the Master in Finance. Kamil Husseinov from Azerbaijan. And Nicholas Kaminski from Germany. I'll now read the name of the eminent graduate for the Master in Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Laura Caterina Titko from Spain. The eminent graduates for the Master in Fashion and Luxury Business, Yuning Liu from China. And Rizana Shlamkan from Kazakhstan. The names of the eminent graduates for the Master in Digital Marketing Transformation and Design Thinking are Ines Drouet from Belgium. Adele Nedzinskaite from Lithuania. I will now read the names of the eminent graduates for the Master in Business Analytics and Data Science. Enrique Avila from Mexico. It looks like a double degree almost, no? Natalia Lopez Sanchez from Bolivia. Iker Mercado Vasquez from Mexico. The names of the eminent graduates for the Master in Artificial Intelligence for Business. Jalal Hamoud from Lebanon. Omar Taha Nasreddin from Lebanon. Emi Melissa Yeri from Tanzania. For the Master in Management and Master of Science in International Business Management, eminent graduate is Laisa Monica Lastra from the Philippines. Now we can proceed to the MBA, Master of Business Administration with a major in international business, Nathalie Derieux from Chile. Bushra Malek from Iran. And Liego Matsietsa from Botswana. Master of Business Administration with a major in international marketing, eminent graduate Maria Koroleva from Russia. Eminent graduate for the Master of Business Administration with a major in global banking and finance, Jorge Cascaro Peñ from Spain. And Jonas Kasmi from Switzerland. And Clara Segret from France. The names of the eminent graduates for the Master of Business Administration with a major in entrepreneurship: Maria Magdalena Binet from Namibia. Delphine Malherbe from France. I will now read the name of the eminent graduate for the Master of Business Administration with a major in digital business, Demidi Cartier from Switzerland. And the eminent graduate for the Master of Business Administration with a major in global banking and finance and a Master of Business Administration degree goes to Axel Huge from France. Axel Huge. And let's now welcome the doctoral students to the stage. I'll read the names of the doctoral graduates for the Doctor of Business Administration. Delini Anouk Jayatilaka from Australia. And Mohammed Mujahed Manisho from Saudi Arabia. Congratulations to the class of 2025. We are proud. At the EU Business School, students distinguish themselves in a variety of ways, both inside and outside the classroom. And we would like to honor those students whose academic performance has been truly exceptional. I can read the names of the recipients, and each student will receive their award and be congratulated by Mr. Luc Crane, our Managing Director, and Professor Joanne Jankowski, our Campus Director, who will both award those prizes. This year, the first award goes to the bachelor students with the highest GPA of their class. It's a 3.8 on a 4 scale with honors summa cum laude, René Robin Lawrenson. I think some people are playing with the end of the ceremony. We now move to the award for the best bachelor dissertation, and the award goes to Eleonora Atanasova. The prize is behind you. She wants to go up and down the stairs. Master students, for the highest GPA, goes to 2 students who have both a 3.7 on the scale of 4, honors magna cum laude. And these are Claudius Dehne and Niven Manfred de Witt. Don't walk away, because you also get the prize, the award for the best master final project. And Niven, same thing for Claudius, the award for the best master business plan. So there you get an extra award. Now, it's not all about good grades and best papers. In addition to the academic accomplishments, we also recognize success and dedication to social and community activities, both inside and outside the classroom. This year, the award winners have played an active role in creating and welcoming a dynamic environment for all of their students. To show our recognition, we would like the nominated members of the EU Student Board for the Geneva campus to come forward as we present them with the Prince Fellow Student Leadership Award. We are talking to Safwan Amir, Nicholas Franke, Justine Alessandro Jose, Tatiana Kira Naomi-Chen Lakyang, Ira Vijay Ratnapake, and Nicholas Zisk. Nicholas, there he is. This has been a year with lots of activities, and I think we have so many clubs that everybody is a member of at least one. There's also a prize which is called the EU Prince Fellow Faculty Excellence Award, and that goes to a faculty member, and it goes to a faculty member for continuous support, hard work, dedication, and this year it goes to Dr. Robert Green. And as you know, he's got talent. Huh? Congratulations, Rob. And you listen to the dean, to the global dean, to the guest speakers, to the diplomacy, but let's listen to the students. And the bachelor representatives this year to speak to the graduation are Nicholas Franke and Nick Zisk. There's 2 microphones to organize it.
One second. All right. Good afternoon to all of you guests of the EU Business School 2025 commencement ceremony.
We are absolutely thrilled to be able to be standing here in front of all of you, families, relatives, friends, of our dear classmates that are graduating today. we have been selected as the speakers for the bachelor's class.
But first, we would like to share our synopsis of the chapter that we're about to turn the page of today. My name is Nick.
And my name is Nick. We know it can be a bit confusing, but just to clarify, Nick and Nick.
Nick and Nick. And I just wanted to clarify, are you sure they didn't pick the same person twice, Nick?
I don't think so. Do you remember how they asked us, can both Nicks please come to the office before going home today, please?
Yes, that is true. You know, I actually think we got into trouble when that happened. But look at us.
Yeah. Well, now that that is settled, before we begin, we would like to ask you all,
How are we feeling today, everyone? Are we feeling groovy? Are we cruising today? Does that remind you of a certain professor by any chance?
maybe a certain guitarist, drummer, IT expert, movie critic, professor?
Yes, you see, we would like to ease ourselves into this speech, just as Professor Green eases into class with class.
On top of that, we hope that we can be displaying as much energy as Professor Bouidou displays during his classes, although that is very hard to do.
All right, Nick, let's go, come on.
We wanted to use this opportunity today to reminisce a little on the common journey we have shared. There were many great times and many great events, such as the ski trip, the talent show, but most importantly, the welcome drinks and other parties organized by the school and the amazing student council.
These events made it so that we could make friends more easily than in class or in between. And these friendships are probably just as important as the degree that we have earned today, because hopefully these friendships will last a very long time.
Alongside these great moments, we've all had to overcome challenges, like figuring out ambiguous wording for our assignments, trying to decipher what Professor Tomer wrote on the board as he was looking you straight in the eyes, or, more simply, keeping track of your absences. During the past 3 years, we have also seen a lot of change on campus. We went from playing air hockey on the 4th floor in between classes to challenging our friends to a game of arcade frisbee. There was always something to do. On a more personal note, I came from a university with many thousand students. Over there, I felt like just another number. When I left that university, I wanted to find a place where I would be recognized for who I am and find people who would push me to be better. On my first day at EU Business, or from my first day at EU Business, I felt like the staff, the professors, and all my classmates helped me to do just that. And I want to thank you all, because without you, I would not be who I am today. I want to especially thank my family, my close friends sitting down there in the audience, and my very good friends standing right here next to me.
I came from a tumultuous time of searching not just for a university, but for a purpose and a field of study that I was truly motivated by. EU Business School found me at a time with a lot of uncertainty in my life, and it gave me an opportunity to discover the world of business, marketing, entrepreneurship, and I found those passions thanks to EU. As Nick said, everyone in this establishment helps to foster internal growth, and we believe that the secret to EU Business School's success is hands-on work and providing an environment with motivated individuals. I never would have imagined 2 years ago that I would be standing up here so thankful for the life-changing relationships that I've made with you all sitting in front of me, all the staff and professors sitting behind me, and to reciprocate the feeling, my good friend that I'm delivering this speech with.
We have learned so much under this establishment, from accounting skills to business development,
From international relations to strategic marketing.
from financial planning and analysis to entrepreneurial leadership.
The courses taught at EU Business School gave us a deep understanding of the required knowledge for businesses, no matter the size, to operate.
The school also gave us opportunities to work directly with enterprises, particularly through the Business Immersion Week. I think we can now put our hands together for Joanna, who has always put her body and soul into this opportunity for all of our students.
We learned so much from EU Business School about academic topics and business cases, yes, but also about ourselves. We developed our public speaking.
Which we're super grateful for right now.
Absolutely. We also developed our communication skills and critical thinking. But we also had a lot of fun along the way and spent a lot of time together in and out of the classroom.
On that note, Nick and I have compiled a small list of our favorite memories and recollections of our time as students. So I hope all of you can relate to most of these.
The first thing I would like to mention is the first person I'd like to mention is Professor de Jong, who seems to have an extensive library of stories to tell every single class, and that have now become life lessons for all of us. I also would like to mention Professor Chakravarti and his self-initiated coffee breaks, where he would often join us for a cortado or a cold brew. So now you all know his coffee order.
I have very fond recollections of Professor Bagri's "Is that okay?" to see whether the students had just understood what he explained.
I am also thinking of Professor Wasserfallen and his Apple, particularly Steve Jobs obsession, and his German obsession, which he would deliver half the class in German to us.
Do you remember Professor Green's hate of IBM and Taylor Swift?
Yes, I do.
Poor Taylor.
Poor Taylor, indeed. Now, I would like to mention professors struggling with new TVs. I'm thinking particularly of our wonderful Professor Reed, who would some way, somehow, non-purposefully, delete the notes halfway through the class, every single class. Also, International Food Day, bake sales, and the icing on the cake, pardon my pun, the student formals.
And to finish off the list, I remember very well the flickering lights on the men's fourth floor bathroom that made it feel like you entered a horror movie every time.
Or haunted by a poltergeist, either one.
Yeah, those were rough. So after all of these experiences that we went through, we think the following quote encompasses our time as students of EU Business School the best.
We also believe that this is our final message to you all before you set out into the world. Listen, smile, agree, and then do whatever you were going to do anyway. Robert Downey Jr.
EU and its professors have taught us that in the world of business, people might disagree with you. That's inevitable.
But that no matter what, if you know deep in your heart that you can make a difference and contribute something brilliant to humanity, you should never falter.
Our professors have always encouraged us to be ourselves, and this school made sure that we experienced and learned from businesses by exchanging and interacting with them.
EU taught us to build relationships, but also to trust in ourselves. So, be agreeable, friendly, and outgoing, but never lose your moral compass and your amazing personalities as you age.
Thank you, and all the best in your future endeavors.
It was an honor to share our time with you.
To conclude, in the words of our great Professor Chakravarti,
Guys, it's done.
you can clap.
Thank you very much. As you noticed, this was not Nick's. It was more than Nick's. This is a lot, and we learned about the memories that go from inside to outside. We have a second speaker, Clara Segret, who is hiding. There she is. And she will be speaking on behalf of the Master and MBA.
Hello everyone, my name is Clara Segret and I am an MBA student. First of all, I am so glad to stand here today and share this moment with you all. I know that we are all looking forward to getting drinks and canapes, so I promise I'll be brief. But first off, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who is here today, our friends, our families, our loved ones, as well as a big thank to everyone who couldn't make it. Thank you for supporting us and for believing in us no matter the situation. thinking back to the very beginning of this journey, I do not think that we are anywhere close to being the people we used to be. I mean, this experience has been so much more than just getting a degree. It has been intense, that's for sure, transformative in many ways, sometimes chaotic, but we all have learned to be brave, to be organized, or at least we try to be resourceful, and sometimes also very good at pretending that we had everything under control. Honestly, if you would have told me 2 years ago that I would stand here today and give you this speech, there is no way I would have believed you. But this journey has a way of pulling things out of you, things you didn't expect you had until you had to use them. We have all survived deadlines, case studies, group projects, some definitely better than others, but the best part, the people, you guys, the connections, the friendships, the conversation, the laughter, the solidarity as well. Those are the things that truly made this experience. Just think about every single person that you have been able to meet since the very beginning. Just look around you. Did you think that you were going to meet that incredible people? As well as just being surrounded by people from over 40 nationalities. This experience goes far beyond the classroom. You do not just learn about international business. You learn about cultures, habits, humors, histories, things that opens your mind and that you could certainly not learn in books. The other thing that stands out the most to me is how resilient we all have been. No matter if we were balancing studies with work, with families, or just trying to stay afloat, and believe me, it hasn't always been easy, we all kept going. And here we are, more capable, more self-aware, and definitely ready for whatever comes next. And I want to put a big highlight on that, because as master's students, this is the end to such a major chapter. And I know that some of you guys are definitely going to keep studying, and honestly, good luck with that, because I am definitely not joining you. But this is still the end to such a long and demanding journey. And as exciting as this can sound, it can also be a bit scary. So that's why I'd like you to not only live with the knowledge, but most importantly, live with the mindset. The reminder that we are capable of rising to new challenges, of adapting, of growing, and even when it feels overwhelming. So to our families, friends, and dear professors, thank you so much for being part of it. And to my fellow graduates, just thank you for making it so human. Congratulations to the entire 2025 class. Guys, we made it. We can be so proud of us. And thank you. And now I guess that, we're just looking forward to toasting to even more successes with a well-deserved drink. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Commencement is the beginning, and to get the beginning, we need the end of the beginning. And for that, I leave the place to Luc, who will handle that.
No, guys, bear with us. It's not done yet. Still a couple of moments. Graduates, today we celebrate your accomplishment in earning your degree. The faculty, staff, and administration are proud to have been part of this process, to see you now and to celebrate with you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of EU Business School, I now confer upon each of you who have successfully completed all requirements the appropriate degree, with all honors, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. please move your tassel to the left. And put down the confetti bombs for now, guys. It's not over. Put them down. I would like the audience to stand up and to give a big round of applause to the class of 2025. Congratulations. Thank you. Please be seated again. In just a few moments, the commencement ceremony will come to an end, and you're all invited with your families to the lobby to share a glass of champagne and to celebrate with everybody. And now, guys, I ask you to take your confetti bomb and let's show some. Wait. Let's show some. At 3, at my count, at 3, let's pop it up together. 1, 2, 3!